For today's video ay pag-uusapan po natin ang DepEd Order number 035 Series of 2022, which is about guidelines on enrollment for school year 2022-2023 in the context of a reintroduction of the in-person classes. In preparation for the opening of school year 2022-2023 on August 22, 2022, and in consideration of the easing of mobility restrictions, the Department of Education will be implementing the enhanced enrollment procedures that are reflective of the current health and safety situation in the country for school year 2022-2023. Consistent with DepEd Order number 034, Series of 2022, or the school calendar and activities for the school year 2022-2023, the enrollment shall begin on July 25 to August 22, 2022. These enhanced enrollment guidelines shall guide learners, parents, legal guardians, and teachers in the enrollment procedures for kindergarten, elementary, junior high school, and senior high school, including alternative learning system for school year 2022 to 2023. State or local universities and colleges offering basic education and private schools are encouraged to adopt this policy to their specific contexts. There are three enrollment procedures. Number 1, in-person enrollment. This may be done in schools where parents and or learners can physically process the enrollment while observing minimum health and safety standards. Number 2, remote enrollment. This can be facilitated by filling out of the digital forms and sending it through the official email address of the school or through any of the available messaging platforms provided by the school. Third is enrollment through Dropbox Forms. Parents or legal guardians or the learners may fill out the forms in their homes and physically submit it through Dropboxes in schools where the learners are to be enrolled. Alternatively, schools may establish a Dropbox in front of the school, in every barangay hall, or in any other visible location where parents and legal guardians can get the printed copy of the BEEF and submit the filled-up form in the same Dropbox. Specific instructions to parents or legal guardians and enrollees. For in-person enrollment, the parents or legal guardians of kindergarten, grade 7, and grade 11 learners shall communicate or reaffirm their intent to enroll their children to a school of their choice via physical enrollment and submission of the enhanced BEEF. Learners may also enroll themselves, provided that their enhanced BEEF are signed by their parent or legal guardian. Grades 1 to 6, grades 8 to 10, and grade 12 learners who have existing accounts in the LIS will still need to update their information by filling out the enhanced BEEF. It is the responsibility of the concerned school personnel to ensure that the updated information is reflected in the LIS. For remote enrollment, schools shall make the enhanced BEEF available both in digital and print format. The digital format of the enhanced BEEF shall be made accessible or downloadable from the websites of central office, regional offices, schools division offices, and schools. It shall also be made available in the LIS support page. Filled up digital copy of the BEEF shall be submitted through the official email address of the school, which shall be made available by the school authorities or through available messaging platforms by the school. For enrollment using Dropboxes. Alternatively, schools may establish a Dropbox in front of the school, in every barangay hall, or in any other visible location where parents and legal guardians can get the printed copy of the BEEF and submit the filled-up form in the same Dropbox. Regional offices and school division offices shall maintain or activate hotlines that they established during the last year's enrollment period. They can also set up other communication lines that are dedicated for Oplan Balik Eskwela, which will help in disseminating information and responding to queries regarding enrollment procedures. For ALS enrollees may communicate their intent to enroll via digital and or physical enrollment platforms established by schools and barangays with community learning centers. Modified ALS Form 2 or Annex 2 shall be used for this purpose. This form will be made available in digital and physical format. The summary of ALS enrollment shall be submitted by each mobile teacher to the education program specialist for ALS. Pre-data collection. School heads shall designate School Enrollment Focal Person or SEFP, Grade Level Enrollment Chair or GLEC, and ALS Enrollment Focal Person or AEFP. School heads shall designate an SEFP who will oversee the overall conduct of enrollment in the school, whether in person or remote. For school with a higher capacity to accept enrollees, a GLEC may be designated by the school head to facilitate the smooth implementation of enrollment procedures in the respective grade levels. All schools are directed to receive all accomplished ALS enrollment forms in their locality. School heads may designate an AEFP, particularly in schools hosting a school-based ALS class. The designated AEFP shall receive all accomplished ALS enrollment forms and shall coordinate with their division ALS focal person in processing the ALS enrollment forms. Deadline for submission of documentary requirements. The deadline of the submission of documentary requirements under Section 5-A of DO number 03 series of 2018 shall be on October 31, 2022 for both public and private schools. Only schools and their personnel shall transmit the learners' records, whether internally or externally. Schools shall not compel learners and/or their parents or legal guardians to take responsibility in the transmission of the school records. Transferred out from private school with unsettled financial obligation. For learners who moved or transferred out from private schools but still have outstanding financial obligations, the receiving public school is instructed to accommodate the learner and assist the parent in the execution of an affidavit of undertaking as stipulated in DO number 03 series of 2018. Transfer from ALS program to formal. The class advisor is directed to enroll the learners in LIS as soon as the learner starts attending classes. Enrollment eligibility and presentation of supporting documents as stipulated in Depred Order 3, 2018 is still applicable. Except for enrollment that requires ALS A&E certificate, portfolio assessment certificate shall be used for school year 2022-2023. These are the Enhanced Basic Education Enrollment Form. If you want to have access to these documents, you can simply click the link available in the description box.